All right. Well, next question I had was hang on, let me look at my notes here. Okay, yeah. So I'm not a voice director by any means, but I've done a bit of voice direction because for some reason I'm inundated with amazing, talented voice actor friends. But I have done a
Physical.
little tiny bit of voice direction for indie projects, and one of my favorite parts, because the projects that I have voice directed for have been completely under my control, and one of my
Mhm.
favorite parts of voice directing is like working with the actors themselves, with the script, and if they have ideas or adjustments to the script, it's usually better than what I
Mm.
come up with because they're the character. I'm like, okay, you know what? That's way
Yeah.
better. I'm gonna change that. Now, of course, Hoyaverse, way different, huge ass company.
Mhm.
It's going through 17 different channels because they're based in China. Was there any
Mhm.
room for you to make like little changes in the direction that you were given, or any kind of improvisation while you were recording, or was the vision for Seed Senior like pretty set in stone?
So usually in these sessions, well, obviously you're not alone. In your recording session, you usually have an engineer, your director, and
Okay.
then someone else who is a representative from Hoyo or whatever job you're
Oh,
doing. And
okay.
they usually are there because they bilingual or however many lingual fucking polyglots these folks are. They're
Oh yeah.
literal gods. I am scared of them. They have powers and knowledge I do not understand.
Right, right, right.
But they'll be there just in case, hey, this line just doesn't fit well. Because, mind you, these are fast. They're super quick. You're getting a translation
Mm-hmm.
and then a localization, and that localization isn't always gonna be online. All right.
Okay. All
That
right.
happened for me in Seeds. All right.
Okay. All right.
So at that point, when you get to that line, you're usually like, okay, I'll read it. I'll do my like A and B take. But, and this is up to you as an actor, and
Mm-hmm.
at least earlier on in my career, I didn't do this because I was afraid of speaking.
Of course, yeah, you don't have the
But
confidence
now,
yet. Yeah, yeah.
no, not at all. But now I'm like, hey, I'm not the coolest guy known to man, but um, could you please change the line from "I will plant a seed in her" to "I will plant a seed in her heart,"
Please,
please? And they were
please.
like, that sounds so much better. Please change that. Actually, I
Holy
heard you say it
shit!
the first time, didn't like it. And I was like, yeah, I didn't. I didn't
Oh
like
my
that either.
god. Oh my god, that's so funny. I mean, like that. I'm glad that they were open to that because another gotcha game that I play, Reverse 1999.
Hmm.
It was a new game from a new company, and all the voice actors who worked for Reverse 1999 worked live with people in Shanghai, so they had to like sync times, and people in
Yeah.
Shanghai were up super late to record with them during their normal times. And like Reverse 999 is super infamous. Like when it first came out, the translations were really, really wonky, but the voice acting was really, really good. So you'd have these
Yes.
amazing voice actors with this wonky ass grammar, and it was like, wait, what the hell? So you have to. I imagine it just reminded me of that where you have to kind of balance like, oh, this would sound better versus you don't pay me to fix your translations.
No,
I'm just
exactly.
going,
I'm
yeah,
not.
yeah. So it's like, I can imagine
There are
it's a
certain
delicate kind of
ones.
juggling there, right?
There are definitely certain ones where I'm like, it's not my job to change that, so I'm just going to say it to the best of my ability.
Yes.
Especially when it comes to multilingual games like this,
Yeah.
or even like dubbing and anime and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of the time, the translation will have to be there. It'll have
Yeah.
to be set in stone
Mm-hmm.
because that's just how it is.
Right.
And at that point, and this is one of the reasons why a lot of people are like, English voiceover sucks. They don't know how to say anything cool. And it's like, well, you translate your words that you spoke in your super flower language to bitch boy corpo English.
Yeah, exactly. Yep.
All right. Do you understand how Chinese language is? It is literally poetic.
It is, yeah. Yeah.
Everything is poetic.
100%. I actually just saw a post on Reddit the other day about somebody in the States who's learning Chinese and
Mm-hmm.
how little novels are read in China because Chinese
Mm.
literature is just it's like people don't even touch it because it's
Nope.
so imbued with meaning and like a study in and of itself. You don't read Chinese novels like you'd read novels out here in the West. And it's like
Exactly.
translating, capturing all of that. Like, I know another gotcha game that I play, Arc Knights, had a huge issue with that because Arknights has massive world building and lots of like philosophical concepts and stuff, but you take that Chinese script and you translate it to English, and you're either going to get 17 paragraphs of saying nothing, or you're just going to miss the meaning completely. So like, there's also a lot of obstacles in that, as you mentioned as well, when it comes to localizing that level of like philosophy and literature and language that has nuances that just can't be captured in English without speaking for 72 minutes.
Yeah.
Shout out to Calcit. Yeah, no, that's awesome.